Welcome to Pulsepoint Health, where we believe it's never too late to take control of your health, and every day is another chance to feel stronger, sharper, and younger from within. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, because every week, we bring doctor-backed insights to help men over 50 live longer, move better, and feel more alive. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever tried to stand up after sitting for a while, and your legs feel weak or heavy? Or maybe you've been walking, and suddenly you get that sharp, painful cramp in your calf that makes you stop in your tracks. Most men I see in their 50s and 60s assume it's just old age. But that's not the full story. You see, weak or cramping legs are often the result of hidden causes inside your body, causes that slowly develop over years, until one day, you realize you've lost strength, flexibility, and confidence in your steps. And here's what many people don't realize. Those cramps are your body crying for help. That fatigue in your legs after walking is your circulation slowing down. That stiffness when you wake up is your muscles lacking key nutrients they used to have plenty of. Leg weakness and cramps aren't just about muscles getting older. They're about the cells in your muscles not getting what they need: oxygen, vitamins, minerals, and hydration. When you're low on key vitamins like magnesium, vitamin D, or B12, your muscles can't contract properly. Your nerves misfire. Blood doesn't flow efficiently. And what happens? You feel tired, your legs ache, and cramps become your nightly visitor. As we age, blood vessels also stiffen, and circulation slows. That means even if you're eating okay, fewer nutrients actually reach your legs, so your muscles start running on empty. But here's the hopeful truth. Your body has an amazing ability to heal, no matter your age. When you start feeding it the right nutrients, especially the right vitamins and minerals, the change can be remarkable. I've seen men in their 60s, even 70s, who went from nightly leg cramps to walking miles without pain, simply by correcting deficiencies they never knew they had. So today, I'm going to reveal the top 7 vitamins that strengthen your legs, improve blood flow, and stop cramps from the root cause. We'll also explore real-life success stories from men just like you, people who thought leg pain was part of aging, until they discovered how powerful nutrition can be. And remember, this isn't about miracle pills or quick fixes. It's about understanding what your body truly needs and giving it the building blocks to perform like it did years ago. Because the truth is, your body doesn't stop healing when you turn 50. It just needs a little more help to do what it used to do naturally. So grab a notebook or a cup of tea, and let's dive into the science and the stories behind the vitamins that can rebuild your strength from the ground up. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to fuel your legs, prevent cramps, and keep walking strong for years to come. Let's start by understanding the foundation: your diet, and how it controls the very strength and stability in your legs. Think of your muscles as engines, powerful, dependable, but completely reliant on the fuel you give them. And like any engine, if you feed it low-quality fuel, performance drops, and eventually, it starts to fail. Here's something you might not know. Muscle fibers in your legs regenerate every few months. That means every meal you eat either builds new, stronger tissue, or weaker, slower ones. And in men over 50, this process slows down dramatically if your diet lacks key vitamins and minerals. When we age, our digestion naturally slows. The stomach produces less acid, which means nutrients like magnesium, calcium, and B12 aren't absorbed as efficiently as before. That's why so many men I see in their 50s and 60s tell me, "Doc, I'm eating fine, but I still feel tired, my legs feel heavy, and I get cramps all the time." It's not always what you're eating, it's what your body can absorb and use. I want to share the story of one of my patients, Robert. Robert's 62, a retired construction worker from Texas. Strong guy, used to lifting heavy things, always on his feet. But after retirement, his lifestyle changed. Less movement, more processed foods, and a few too many late-night snacks. When he came to me, he said, "Doc, every night around 2 a.m., my legs seize up. It's like a lightning bolt through my calves. I can't even stretch them out without pain." We ran some simple blood tests and found his magnesium, potassium, and vitamin D were all below normal. I explained to him that his muscles were literally starving, not for calories, but for micronutrients. See, muscles need magnesium to relax, potassium to contract, and vitamin D to absorb calcium efficiently. Without them, it's like trying to run an engine without oil. So, we rebuilt his diet from the ground up. Breakfast: oatmeal with banana and almonds. Lunch: grilled salmon with spinach and olive oil. Dinner: chicken breast, sweet potatoes, and a side of steamed broccoli. And every night, before bed, 1 glass of warm water with a pinch of magnesium powder. Within 2 weeks, Robert noticed fewer cramps. By week 4, the cramps had disappeared entirely. By the 6th week, he was walking 2 miles every morning, pain-free. That's the power of nutritional restoration. When you start feeding your muscles the right way, your body responds quickly, no matter your age. And Robert's story isn't unique. I've seen hundreds of similar cases where men over 50 reclaim their strength just by adjusting their nutrition. The truth is, your body is always listening to what you feed it. Every meal is either medicine or slow damage. Let's talk about something else. Inflammation. Processed foods, refined sugars, and excess salt can create chronic inflammation, which damages blood vessels and slows down circulation. Poor circulation means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach your legs, which leads to fatigue, tingling, and cramps. So, when I say your diet affects your legs, I don't just mean your weight. I mean your circulation, your nerve health, your recovery, everything. But here's the encouraging part. Your blood vessels can regenerate. Studies show that within 30 days of switching to a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, omega-3 fats, and vitamins, the body starts creating new, flexible blood vessels, a process called angiogenesis. That means better blood flow, better oxygen delivery, and stronger muscles. So, before you reach for painkillers, or assume you need some complicated treatment, look at what's on your plate. Start small. Swap soda for water. Choose nuts instead of chips. Add leafy greens to every meal. You'll be amazed at how quickly your energy and muscle performance improve. Your diet is not just about keeping weight off. It's about giving your body the building blocks to rebuild what time has taken. And when it comes to leg cramps, blood flow, and muscle strength, diet is the first medicine you should trust. In the next section, we'll start diving deeper, beginning with one of the most powerful minerals for muscle relaxation and nerve function. It's the one nutrient most men over 50 are deficient in, and it's responsible for nearly 70% of leg cramps I see in my clinic. Let's begin with one of the most overlooked nutrients for muscle health, magnesium. I like to call it the silent hero of your body. It doesn't get the spotlight like protein or calcium, but without it, your muscles simply can't work properly. You see, magnesium is like your body's natural muscle relaxer. It works behind the scenes, balancing calcium and potassium to minerals that control how your muscles contract. If calcium tells your muscles to tighten, magnesium tells them to relax. And when magnesium runs low, your muscles stay partially contracted, leading to stiffness, twitches, and those painful middle-of-the-night cramps. Camera cuts to doctor sitting across from a senior man. Conversational tone. I can't tell you how many times I've had a man in his 50s or 60s come into my clinic and say, "Doc, I wake up almost every night with my calf locked up like a rock. What's wrong with me?" And the answer, most of the time, is simple: a magnesium deficiency. Research shows that nearly 70% of older adults don't get enough magnesium from their diet. And here's the kicker: your body doesn't store much magnesium, so you need to replenish it daily. Stress, caffeine, alcohol, and certain blood pressure medications can also drain magnesium levels. It's like your body's fuel gauge constantly moving toward empty. I remember one of my patients, Tom, a 58-year-old retired police officer. He told me, "Doc, every time I stretch before bed, my leg seizes up so bad I have to jump out of bed and walk it off." When I checked his labs, his magnesium was well below the healthy range. So we started with simple changes. Breakfast, added a handful of almonds. Lunch, included leafy greens, like spinach. Dinner swapped white rice for quinoa. And before bed, 1 glass of warm water with 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. Within just 10 days, he told me, "Doc, I slept through the night for the first time in months." That's how powerful magnesium can be, not only for your muscles, but also for your nerves and sleep quality. Magnesium does so much more than prevent cramps. It improves muscle recovery after exercise. It supports nerve communication between your brain and legs. It enhances your energy levels by helping cells produce ATP, your body's energy currency. And it even promotes better sleep, because relaxed muscles send calming signals to your brain. Your body a tune-up from the inside out. But here's the challenge. Most magnesium supplements on the market aren't absorbed well. If you've ever tried magnesium oxide and felt no improvement, that's because it has poor bioavailability. Your body only absorbs about 4% of it. And don't forget hydration. Magnesium works hand in hand with water and electrolytes. Without enough fluids, even the best magnesium supplement won't work properly. He's seen men who thought they'd have to live with chronic leg pain for life, completely turn things around by restoring their magnesium levels. The body doesn't forget how to heal, it just needs the right tools. And when your magnesium levels are back to normal, you'll notice more than just fewer cramps. You'll move smoother, recover faster, and even sleep deeper. It's like giving for best results. Choose magnesium, glycinate, citrate, or malate. These forms are gentle on your stomach and highly absorbable. If you're dealing with nighttime cramps, take your magnesium in the evening with water. It'll help relax your muscles while you sleep. So, if you're experiencing tight calves, restless legs, or waking up with those midnight cramps, don't ignore it. Start by checking your magnesium intake. Add spinach to your breakfast, snack on nuts, and consider a quality supplement. It might be one of the simplest changes with the most powerful results. Alright, we've covered the muscle relaxer, the foundation for cramp-free movement. But muscles need more than relaxation. They need power and structure. And that's where our next vitamin comes in. One that's essential for both your bones and your muscle fibers to stay strong and responsive. Now that your muscles can finally relax with enough magnesium, let's talk about strength. Because having flexible legs is one thing, but having powerful, dependable legs that carry you through life is something entirely different. And that's where our second nutrient, vitamin D, comes in. I like to call vitamin D the backbone of your muscles. It's the bridge between your bones, your muscles, and your overall energy. Without vitamin D, even the best exercise or diet can fall short. Your muscles simply don't activate properly. You may feel weaker, more fatigued, or struggle with balance. And that's not your imagination. That's science. Here's something many people don't realize. Vitamin D isn't really a vitamin at all. It's a hormone. Your body makes it when sunlight hits your skin. But as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing it. By the time you hit 60, your body produces about half as much vitamin D as it did when you were 30. That's why so many older adults feel that gradual decline. Weaker legs, lower mood, more fatigue, more aches. It's not just aging. It's low vitamin D silently affecting muscle strength and coordination. Let me tell you about one of my favorite patients, George. He's 62, a retired mechanic who loved working on cars. But over the past year, he noticed he couldn't stand as long in his garage. His knees wobbled, his legs felt shaky, and he was afraid of falling. He thought it was just arthritis. But when we ran his labs, his vitamin D was barely above the deficiency line. We started a simple plan: 20 minutes of morning sunlight, 2000 IU of vitamin D3 daily, and we paired it with magnesium and calcium to boost absorption. After just 6 weeks, George came back and said, "Doc, I feel like I got my legs back. I'm walking taller again." And that's exactly what vitamin D does. It reawakens your muscles. It strengthens the fibers that help you stand, balance, and move confidently. Now let's break down what's actually happening inside your body. Vitamin D helps your intestines absorb calcium, the main mineral that keeps your bones dense and strong. It supports muscle protein synthesis, meaning your muscles respond better to movement and resistance training, and it reduces inflammation, which can ease chronic knee and joint pain. When vitamin D levels are optimal, you'll notice small but powerful changes: steadier steps, better posture, fewer cramps, and even improved mood. That's because vitamin D receptors are not only in your muscles, they're in your brain, your immune system, and your heart. It's one of the few nutrients that truly affects your entire well-being. So, how much should you take? Most experts recommend between *2000 and 4000 IU of vitamin D3 per day for adults over 50. But here's the key. Always pair vitamin D with healthy fats. It's a fat-soluble vitamin, meaning your body absorbs it best when eaten with foods like eggs, olive oil, salmon, or avocados. If you live in the northern parts of the US or UK, where sunlight can be limited, especially in winter, you'll want to consider a supplement. Look for vitamin D3. Combined with K2, that's a powerful combo that helps calcium go to your bones, not your arteries. I often tell my patients, sunshine is free medicine, but most people forget to refill their prescription. Even 15 to 20 minutes of gentle morning sunlight, arms and legs exposed, can make a difference. It's one of the simplest, yet most powerful habits for men over 50. I'll never forget George's story, because it reminded me of something important. Aging doesn't have to mean losing your independence. Sometimes, all it takes is restoring what your body's been quietly missing. So, if you've been feeling weak, tired, or unstable lately, don't ignore it. Get your vitamin D checked. Your legs are your foundation. Give them what they need to keep you standing tall for years to come. Alright, we've now covered the first two essential nutrients: magnesium, to relax your muscles; vitamin D, to build strength and stability. Next, we'll move to another power nutrient that's directly linked to better blood flow: oxygen delivery and stamina, especially for men who want to keep their legs strong, energized, and pain-free. Alright, we've relaxed your muscles with magnesium, and we've strengthened your bones and balance with vitamin D. Now, it's time to power up your energy system, the fuel that keeps your legs moving strong, steady, and full of life. And that's where our third vitamin steps in, vitamin B12. I like to call it the spark plug for your body. Without it, the engine can't start, no matter how much fuel you add. You see, vitamin B12 plays a critical role in your body's ability to make red blood cells. Those red blood cells are the tiny carriers that transport oxygen from your lungs to every inch of your body, especially your legs. So when your B12 levels drop, it's like your legs are trying to run on low oxygen. You feel sluggish, lightheaded, or weak, and your muscles fatigued faster. Many men in their 50s and 60s tell me the same thing. Doc, I'm eating well, I'm walking, but I still feel tired all the time. Often, it's not a lack of exercise, it's a lack of B12. B12 deficiency is surprisingly common as we age. Why? Because your stomach makes less acid, an intrinsic factor. The special proteins needed to absorb B12 from food. So even if you're eating meat or eggs, your body may not be pulling in enough of that vital nutrient. And here's the part that surprises most people. Low B12 doesn't just cause fatigue. It can lead to nerve damage, tingling in the legs, and even balance problems. That's why doctors often check B12 levels when seniors complain about numb feet or leg weakness. I had a patient, Richard, 61 years old, a retired carpenter. He came in saying, "Doc, my legs feel heavy. It's like walking through wet sand." He'd tried stretching, supplements, even new shoes, but nothing helped. When we tested his blood, his B12 levels were way below normal. We started weekly B12 injections, along with oral methylcobalamin, the active form your body uses right away. After 2 months, he came back smiling and said, "Doc, I don't get tired halfway through my morning walk anymore." That's the power of oxygen and circulation restored by one simple nutrient. Let's talk about what B12 actually does inside your body. It helps your body form red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your muscles. It supports your nervous system, keeping leg coordination and balance sharp. It converts food into energy by turning fats and carbs into fuel your muscles can actually use. And it improves mental clarity, because oxygen and energy don't just power your body, they power your brain. When your B12 is optimal, you'll notice your steps feel lighter. You'll climb stairs with more confidence. You'll even feel that inner spark, that motivation to move again. Think of B12 as your leg's personal battery charger. So how much do you need? For most adults over 50, 500 to 1,000 micrograms of B12 per day works well. The best forms are methylcobalamin or hydroxy. These are active forms that your body can absorb quickly and use immediately. And don't forget your food sources. B12 is naturally found in lean beef and liver, salmon, tuna, sardines, eggs, and dairy products. You're plant-based. You'll need fortified foods or supplements, because B12 doesn't naturally occur in plants. Now, let me tell you why this matters so much. Falls and leg weakness are among the top causes of loss of independence for men over 60. But these aren't just old age problems. Often, they're circulation problems, driven by low oxygen and poor nerve signaling, exactly what vitamin B12 helps correct. When you restore B12, you're not just boosting energy, you're rebuilding your body's ability to send oxygen and strength to your legs. It's one of those changes that can truly turn back the clock on how you feel. Richard now walks 3 miles every morning. He told me, "I thought I was just getting old. Doc, turns out, I was just running low on one vitamin, and that's what gives me hope." Because these transformations happen every day. So, here's your quick action plan. Eat more B12-rich foods like salmon, eggs, or fortified cereals. If your energy is still low, ask your doctor for a blood test. Supplement daily with a high-quality method. Combine it with magnesium and vitamin D for full-body synergy. Give your body the oxygen, energy, and circulation it deserves. And your legs will reward you with power, confidence, and endurance. Up next, we'll talk about another key nutrient that works hand in hand with B12, one that boosts blood flow. reduces inflammation, and helps your muscles recover faster. If you've ever wondered how to keep your legs strong, flexible, and pain-free even in your 60s and beyond, this next vitamin is the one you don't want to skip. Now that your energy and oxygen are flowing, thanks to vitamin B12, it's time to make sure that blood actually reaches every muscle in your legs, the way it should. And that's where our next nutrient steps in. Vitamin E, your body's natural blood flow protector. I often tell my patients, you can have strong muscles, but if your circulation is weak, they'll never get the oxygen they need. Vitamin E is what keeps that highway of life, your bloodstream open, smooth, and free-flowing. It works by preventing oxidative stress. That's the damage caused by free radicals, which stiffen and narrow your blood vessels over time. Think of vitamin E as a bodyguard for your arteries, protecting the inner walls from inflammation and clot formation. I'll never forget Charles, a 64-year-old retired firefighter who came to see me complaining about cold feet and nighttime cramps. He said, "Doc, I feel like my legs go numb every evening." We ran some tests, and his circulation markers were poor, sluggish blood flow, low vitamin E, and mild peripheral artery narrowing. So we started him on a plan, added vitamin-rich foods, sunflower seeds, almonds, and spinach every day, 200 IU of natural vitamin E D-alpha tocopherol supplement. Gentle 20-minute walks, morning and evening. After 6 weeks, Charles smiled and said, "Doc, my legs don't tingle anymore. I feel warmth again." That's what improved blood flow feels like. Life returning to your legs. Let's dig a little deeper into the science. Vitamin E's main role is as an antioxidant. It protects your red blood cells, the ones carrying oxygen, from breaking down too early. The stronger your red blood cells, the better your muscles get oxygen. It also keeps your blood platelets from clumping, which helps maintain smoother circulation. That means fewer cramps, less swelling, and faster recovery after a walk or workout. Studies have even shown that vitamin E can increase peripheral blood flow by up to 30% in older adults, especially those with mild leg pain from circulation issues. That's huge when you think about the difference between walking comfortably and feeling that heavy leg fatigue. Now, here's something important. Vitamin E works best with other nutrients. When combined with vitamin C, it regenerates its antioxidant power. When paired with omega-3 fatty acids, it supports healthy artery flexibility. So, if you want to take vitamin E for your legs, make sure your overall diet supports it too. Here's a simple daily plan. Breakfast, oatmeal, topped with sliced almonds and a drizzle of olive oil. Lunch, spinach or kale salad with sunflower seeds. Dinner, salmon or trout with steamed broccoli. Add half an avocado or a handful of nuts as a snack. All great natural sources of vitamin E. Charles told me something during our last visit that stuck with me. He said, "I didn't realize how much blood flow affects your confidence. When my legs hurt less, I feel younger again." And he's absolutely right. Blood flow isn't just about movement. It's about vitality. It's about feeling alive. As men, we often accept fatigue, cold feet, or leg pain as normal signs of aging. But they're not. They're signs your circulation needs care. Vitamin E can be part of that solution. A simple daily act of support for your body. Most adults over 50 can benefit from 100 to 400 IU daily. Start low and always choose natural vitamin E, labeled as D-alpha tocopherol, not the synthetic D-alpha. And if you're on blood-thinning medications, talk to your doctor first. Vitamin E can enhance their effects. Now, here's my favorite part. When your circulation improves, everything changes. Your legs feel warmer. Your energy rises. Your mind feels sharper. Because when blood flows freely, life flows freely. I've watched men in their 60s reclaim their strength, confidence, and mobility simply by improving blood flow. And vitamin E plays a huge role in that comeback story. So, if your legs ever feel cold, tired, or crampy, start with your circulation. Add more vitamin-rich foods, stay hydrated, and keep your body moving. Up next, we'll explore another essential nutrient that works alongside vitamin E, helping your blood deliver oxygen even more efficiently and keeping your leg muscles resilient. Vitamin C, the repair and recovery booster. Asterisk, by now, your body's circulation is improving, your muscles are fueled with oxygen, and your bones are getting stronger. But there's still one critical piece missing: repair and recovery. Because even with great nutrients, your legs go through daily wear and tear from walking, climbing stairs, and just living life. That's where vitamin C steps in, the nutrient that rebuilds, protects, and renews. I like to call vitamin C your body's construction crew. Every time your muscles work, tiny microscopic fibers stretch and repair, and vitamin C is the material that rebuilds those fibers stronger than before. Here's how it works. Vitamin C is essential for producing collagen, the protein that gives your muscles, tendons, and blood vessels their structure and flexibility. Without enough vitamin C, your muscle tissue can weaken, recovery slows, and you might start noticing soreness or stiffness that lingers longer than it should. I once had a patient named Howard, 59 years old, still working part-time as a delivery driver. He came to me complaining that every time he walked a few miles, his calves ached for days afterward. He said, "Doc, I'm doing everything right. Magnesium, vitamin D, even B12. But my legs still feel sore." When I checked his diet, he rarely ate fruits or vegetables. His vitamin C intake was almost zero. We added one simple habit, a daily smoothie with oranges, spinach, and strawberries, and I asked him to take 500 milligrams of vitamin C twice daily. Within a month, he told me, "Doc, I recover faster than I have in years. I can do my route and still have energy left to play with my grandson." That's what repair feels like, your body working with you, not against you. Vitamin C also strengthens your blood vessels, especially the small capillaries that bring oxygen and nutrients to your leg muscles. If those vessels are weak or inflamed, circulation slows down, and you feel heaviness or cramps in your legs. But vitamin C supports collagen in those vessel walls, keeping them flexible and resilient. It's also a powerful antioxidant. That means it protects your muscle cells from oxidative stress, the microscopic damage caused by toxins, poor diet, or just aging itself. So when you combine vitamin C with vitamin E, you're creating a powerhouse duo that defends and repairs your body from both inside and out. Let's talk about getting vitamin C naturally. Some of the best food sources include oranges, lemons, and grapefruits, strawberries, kiwi, and blueberries, bell peppers, especially red ones, broccoli, kale, and spinach. You can easily hit your daily target by adding 1 or 2 of these foods to every meal. And if you're supplementing, I recommend 500 to 1000 milligrams of vitamin C daily, ideally in 2 smaller doses, morning and evening. That helps your body absorb it gradually throughout the day. Now, here's something a lot of men over 50 don't realize. Recovery becomes slower, not because your body is too old, but because your repair systems need support. Your muscles are still capable of growing stronger, but they need the raw materials to rebuild, and vitamin C provides exactly that. When your vitamin C levels are right, your legs don't just feel stronger, they heal faster. The soreness that once lasted 3 days now fades in 1. Your joints feel less stiff, your skin and connective tissues stay firm and hydrated, and you start to move with a kind of ease that feels youthful again. I've seen patients in their 60s start light exercise routines and thrive simply because they supported their bodies. Natural repair systems. Howard now jogs twice a week. He told me, "Doc, I used to end my day in pain. Now, I end it with energy." That's what wellness after 50 should look like, not slowing down, but rebuilding stronger. And vitamin C is one of your greatest allies in that process. Eat vitamin C-rich foods daily. Combine vitamin C with vitamin E for maximum protection. Stay hydrated to support muscle repair. Pair this with gentle daily movement, walking, stretching, or resistance bands. You don't have to accept stiffness, cramps, or fatigue as the new normal. Your body can still rebuild, still recover, still thrive, even at 60, 70, or beyond. Vitamin C is proof of that, a simple daily dose of resilience. Up next, we'll move into the final nutrients in this series, the ones that complete the circle of leg strength, blood flow, and lasting vitality. If you've ever wanted to feel truly alive in your body again, don't miss what's coming next. You've made it this far, and that means you've already learned how the right vitamins can rebuild your strength from the inside out. But now, we reach the final 2, the dynamic duo that keeps your blood flowing smoothly, your legs mobile, and your future active: vitamin K and omega-3 fatty acids. Let's start with vitamin K, one of the most misunderstood nutrients out there. Most people associate calcium with strong bones, but what many don't realize is that without vitamin K, calcium can end up in the wrong places. Instead of going into your bones where it belongs, calcium can start depositing inside your blood vessels, making them stiff, narrow, and weak. That's one of the hidden reasons so many men over 50 develop poor leg circulation and cramps. Their arteries lose flexibility. Vitamin K acts like traffic control for calcium. It directs calcium into your bones, while keeping your arteries clear and elastic. This is crucial for your legs, because the more flexible your arteries are, the better your muscles are nourished with oxygen-rich blood. Healthy circulation equals healthy legs. With vitamin K, your blood vessels don't harden. They breathe with every heartbeat. There are two main types of vitamin K. K. 1. Found in leafy greens like spinach, kale, and broccoli. K2. Found in fermented foods and animal products like eggs, cheese, and natto, a traditional Japanese dish. Now, here's the interesting part. Vitamin K2 is especially important for seniors because it directly supports arterial flexibility. A study in the journal Thrombosis and Hemostasis showed that adults taking vitamin K2 daily had significantly lower levels of arterial stiffness, meaning better leg blood flow and fewer cramps. I'll never forget one of my patients, James, 62, a retired carpenter. He came to my clinic frustrated, saying, "Doc, I'm doing my walks, eating better, but my calves still cramp up every night." When we ran his labs, his calcium levels were fine, but his vitamin K was low. I recommended he start a supplement with 100 micrograms of K2 as MK7 each day and increase his intake of leafy greens. After just 6 weeks, his nightly cramps were gone. His ultrasound showed improved blood flow, and he told me, "Doc, it feels like my legs woke up again. They don't feel heavy anymore." That's the power of vitamin K. Not just bone strength, but circulation renewal. Now, let's talk about the final key nutrient, omega-3 fatty acids. If vitamin K keeps your arteries clear, omega-3 keeps your blood flowing smoothly through them. These essential fats reduce inflammation in your blood vessels, improve oxygen delivery, and even help your muscles recover faster after physical activity. Think of omega-3 South as nature's lubricant for your entire circulatory system, keeping everything moving freely and efficiently. In a study published in the American Journal of Physiology, older adults who took fish oil supplements for 12 weeks had measurable improvements in blood vessel elasticity, and that meant better blood flow to their legs and feet. They also reported fewer nighttime cramps and faster recovery after walking or exercise. Omega-3s don't just help the heart. They help every part of your body that relies on good circulation, especially your legs. So if you ever feel that tingling, cramping, or coldness in your calves, that's your body asking for better circulation, and omega-3 South can be the answer. You can get omega-3 South naturally from fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, walnuts, and flax seeds, chia seeds, and algae oil. For most seniors, I recommend about ** 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of combined IPA and DHA daily **. If you're a vegetarian, look for algae-based omega-3 supplements. They work just as well. And remember, omega-3s also enhance joint lubrication. That means less stiffness, smoother walking, and better flexibility. When your legs feel fluid and strong, your confidence and independence grow with them. When you combine vitamin K and omega-3, something amazing happens. Vitamin K keeps calcium in check, keeping your arteries open, and omega-3 ensures the blood flows freely through them. Together, they form the perfect partnership for long-term leg health. I've seen so many men in their 50s and 60s rediscover life just by improving circulation. They tell me, "Doc, I thought this stiffness was permanent. I thought my body was done." But the truth is, your body isn't done. It's waiting for the right tools to rebuild. Vitamins K and omega-3 are not miracle pills. They're part of a bigger promise. If you give your body what it truly needs, it will thank you by giving you energy, movement, and freedom back. So, as we wrap up this journey through the top 7 vitamins to strengthen your legs, remember, strong legs don't just carry you, they carry your life forward. Stay consistent, eat well, move daily, and let these nutrients fuel your strength, one step at a time. Because you're not aging, you're upgrading. Thank you for watching. I'm Dr. Your channel name, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll dive deeper into simple, science-backed ways to keep your body young, mobile, and strong. Take care of yourself and keep moving forward.